Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my very first paycheck from YouTube. So if you are an aspiring YouTuber or content creator and want to know a little bit more about the monetization behind YouTube and how you can get monetized on this platform as well, please keep on watching. Alright, so a quick introduction for those of you who are new here. My name is Shravani and I am the co-founder of Team Meraki Health and Fitness, an online fitness consultancy and academy founded in 2020. Now, I have been creating content on YouTube for at least the last 6-7 years, ever since I was in college. And back then I was a fitness enthusiast and I used to put up videos about, like random hauls. I used to do reviews on some fit foods. I used to put up random workouts that I was doing and things like that. And then slowly over time, my content did evolve, especially after I became a coach myself. One thing that holds a lot of people back is the fear of looking cringe or just being a little bit underconfident when it comes to speaking on camera. Now, this is me encouraging you to pick up the camera and just start talking, because when I started, I wasn't very confident either, and a lot of my 2016 to 2018 videos are now private and nobody can see them except for me, because when I look back at those videos, I see a completely different side of me. I don't think I was as comfortable on camera. I wasn't really able to project my personality as it really is, and I was very conscious about the things I was saying and the way I was saying them because I was so afraid of judgment. That has changed because I have made a total of 226 videos on average ever since I started doing YouTube, which was years ago, right? So now let's talk a little bit about the timeline from when I started posting to when I got monetized. So I started posting on YouTube and announced this channel officially, I guess, around 2017, somewhere around then. However, I wasn't necessarily consistent, or I was consistent for a fairly short amount of time, and then I stopped creating content in about 2018 when I graduated from college and went for my master's. Once I was done with my master's in 2020 is when I resumed creating content on YouTube, and since then I have been pretty regular. So now I've got my YouTube analytics in front of me and I'm just going to pull out some data from 2020, I would say January 2020 to now. So I started becoming regular with posting YouTube content from April 2020, and right now as I film this video, it is January 2023. So it's been almost 3 years, and I want to shed some light on how long it took for me to actually become eligible for monetization. So if you are starting a YouTube channel from scratch as of now, you will need to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a year in order to be eligible for monetization. Now, for me personally, it took from April 2020 to September of 2022 to get eligible for monetization. So now after you get monetized and you have your bank account linked, this is where you start making money from YouTube. Now, how you make money is there is usually some ad or the other playing before, after, or in the middle of this video. So for every ad watched, there is a certain amount of revenue that YouTube pays you. Now, from the moment that I got monetized, I of course was motivated to make more videos, and then my target was to make my first paycheck, right? To have my very first payout from YouTube. Now, the thing about YouTube is it never pays you in tens of dollars or like single digit dollars. The minimum threshold that you need to hit before YouTube pays you is $100. And this month, on the 12th of Jan 2023, a day after my birthday, I was notified that I finally hit $100 in terms of revenue from YouTube. The exact figure right now is $100.79. So it took me another year and 3 months, so close to 15 months, to get my first $100 from YouTube. So as you can tell, it isn't really super easy. Of course, if one of your videos goes viral, it is more likely that you'll reach this $100 mark faster. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss is out of these $100, it's important to note that some of my videos that did very well on YouTube were the primary contributors to this total amount. The first video I want to talk to you about is my SPGen Masters of Global Business MGB Everything You Need to Know video. Now, this is a video that I created in 2020 explaining in detail about about my Masters of Global Business course that I did. So now this particular video was posted at a time where I was not monetized yet and I was working towards monetization. So this video has around 25,000 views on my channel and it has garnered a total of 736.9 hours for me, which is a huge chunk of those 4,000 hours that I wanted to hit before I hit monetization. So this particular video has brought the highest amount of revenue. It sits at around $21.30, and keep in mind this is for a video that hit 25,000 views on YouTube. The next video is actually one that got more views than this video, but I do think it's important to talk about how more views doesn't necessarily equate to more money coming from that video. So the second video is the India versus Pakistan match in Asia Cup 2022 Dubai vlog. Now this is a fairly recent video which absolutely blew up on my channel. This is probably the most watched video on my channel ever. But at 30,000, okay, not even 30,000, I think this is close to 32,000 views. It's given me a watch time of 1,345 hours. But with 30k plus views, this video has only given me $9 in revenue. Now this is where, a lot of you might be shocked and you're probably wondering, how does this even work, right? So every time you upload a video to YouTube, it's going to ask you to put your video in a certain category. So now for my SPGen Masters of Global Business video, that kind of falls under the education realm. So that is the category that I believe I put it under. And for the India versus Pakistan match, it was a vlog. So that comes under the entertainment category. So now depending on what category your video falls under, the amount of revenue you earn from these ads is going to vary a lot. For example, if you're somebody who covers all things finance, then even at 15,000 views, you could be generating $20 to $30 as opposed to my $9 here at 30k plus views, only because that category is different. And why certain categories yield more or less revenue for you is because of how much money these companies are willing to put into advertising on YouTube. So finance companies generally have a lot of money to invest and therefore their ads are slightly higher paying, which means you as a creator also get a higher payout. Now entertainment, comedy and other genres like this don't yield as much, which means you might have to put a little bit more effort or you need a much wider reach to be able to make the same amount of money as someone in finance. I hope that this doesn't deter you or discourage you from following what you truly are good at and what you enjoy. Just because finance is one of those categories that makes good money doesn't mean you drop everything you're doing right now and jump right into opening a finance channel unless you are qualified for it. Because trust me, your YouTube audience is going to see right through you, and if you're putting on a show, the chances are that the longevity of the channel is just not going to be there. So my advice here is for you to really stay original, stick to who you truly are, and make sure that the message you stand for and who you are really resonates throughout all of your videos. It is the originality of the creator and personality of the creator that actually encourages subscribers to stay with you in the long term. Now, keep in mind that apart from the category that you are actually creating the video in, the CPM or cost per mil, which basically translates to the amount of money that an advertiser pays YouTube or any website for that matter for every 1,000 viewers that sees its advertisement, is going to differ based on geography. Okay, so whether you are in India or the US or Albania or Singapore or wherever else it is in the world, CPM can vary from country to country. So there's a lot that isn't really in your hands, and for that reason, if you are a new creator, I would highly recommend just putting all of your focus and energy into creating and just actually generating some really useful content for your viewers and not worrying about the CPM or the category and things like that, because a lot of this is, comes down to things that you cannot control, and it can become a very frustrating process for you if you are too focused on these items. Now, I'm not going to get into the rest of the videos that have generated money for me, but these two videos were actually the highest earning ones. For each one of you who's thinking of starting a YouTube channel, or maybe you already have one, the amount of time that it takes for you to get monetized or get your first $100 may vary a lot from what my experience has been like. I think for me it's taken a very long time, but I'm glad that at some point I wanted to hit this milestone, and it was a goal that I set for myself, and now I know my goals are going to get bigger. For some of you, you might get all of this within a year of creation, I think that YouTube has this great potential of blowing up, even with shorts coming in now. And I just received a notification from YouTube that you can start monetizing shorts from February onwards. And I am personally trying to use shorts now to just sort of build some awareness about my channel, because YouTube by default can be a little bit of a slow growth engine as compared to Instagram or other social media platforms. So hopefully this video gives you a good idea of how long it takes for you to really earn money from YouTube alone. And I'm not even talking about sponsorships and affiliate links and so many other streams of revenue that you can create just by putting yourself out there. Now, I know that for a lot of you who are camera conscious, this might be a little bit difficult, but trust me, even if your first 10 videos are, not the best and you might cringe at them 5 years later, it's really going to help you develop the confidence you need to sit here, pick up the camera and start talking at any point of time. I am someone who's always been an extrovert and I've never been scared of, speaking on stage. And in fact, I was pretty good at that growing up. But even for me, when it came to starting a YouTube channel, I was very awkward with the camera initially. I still do think I have a lot of room for improvement, but I've come a long way from where I was in 2016, 2017. So I'm proud of myself for just putting in the work and not really caring about what people have to say, because they're going to talk anyway. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you learned something from it. If you have any specific questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to look into them. And other than that, if you liked this content, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. I look forward to creating a lot more valuable content for you guys this year. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.